Γεια σας, καλησπέρα. Good afternoon, my dear friends. I'm Elena, and you're watching Made with Yiayia. Today, I decided to make a very simple, delicious, creamy Greek dessert. It's called halva. I'm gonna go grab all my ingredients, and I'm gonna show you how easy this is to be made. And when you try it, you're going to see how delicious it is. Oppa! This easy recipe is actually made right on the stovetop. So as you can see, I have two size pots. First thing we need to get started with is the actual syrup because it needs to come to a boil. So in here I have 5 cups of water. I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar and 1 cinnamon stick. I'm going to put it on the burner and we're going to bring it to a boil and then turn it off. Now in this larger pot is where even this is going to be incorporated. So you want it to be a good size that all these measurements will fit. In this pot I'm going to add 1 cup of olive oil and 2 cups of coarse semolina. Now I'm going to take this over to the stove and I'll show you exactly what we do with this. For this part, you need about 2 to 3 minutes. That's why it's always good to start your syrup first so it can actually come to a boil. You want it to boil for about 5 minutes so that little cinnamon stick can actually give out some nice flavors. We just want to watch it on a medium setting and just cook it up a little bit. Be careful, try and get the sides. As you can see, the edges can burn. So just keep getting it off the edges, bringing it to the center. So this is basically almost ready. So now I have it on low. I've got a glove to protect my hand because it will be some splattering. This is the part where you want to be careful, maybe stand a little bit back. I'll show you what happens. I kind of use a mug to get that initial out because you want to add the syrup a little bit at a time. And you can see initially it does a lot of splattering, and we just keep adding and keep stirring. To this, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of sesame seeds and a 1/2 cup of nuts. And as you can see, it did that last bubble, and it's ready. So it's turned out beautiful. While it's still warm, you want to put it in the serving dishes. Now this is something that can stick well, so you can even use pretty forms. So I'm going to be using these beautiful heart-shaped ones that I have. So we're just going to put how much is needed in each one, and you want to pat it down. We're just going to let these cool off. So I have a little bit left, which I'm going to put in my final dish. And now we're going to let them cool off for about an hour, hour and a half. This does not need to be refrigerated. It just needs to be room temperature. And I'll show you the final result. Let's serve this delicious dessert. So here's one option. If you want to put it in a larger bowl, flip it out. You can even put it like in a bundt pan to make a nice design. This now we can cut. You can put a little bit of cinnamon. And that's ready to cut into, or I'll show you our shapes that I personally love to use once in a while for this. They pop right out. Isn't that beautiful? And we sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon. And those beauties. And our last option is, if you just want to put it in any type of a baking dish, is you can just cut it up in any kind of design you like. And again, just a little bit of cinnamon. Now to taste it. Bit of the crunch of the nuts and the sesame, a nice creaminess, just an all-out, very delicious, as you saw, very simple dessert to make. We're going to enjoy this delicious dessert right after dinner. As you can see, my pot's boiling over here. We're making the lemon chicken soup. Just click on the link over here and you can see that amazing, very easy, very delicious Greek recipe. I'm Elena, and you've been watching Made with Yiayia. Opa!